Yo, what's up guys? Since there seems to be a pretty high demand on how to build flush base elements, I thought let's just take everything and put it into one video. Also, I'm gonna explain how to create the snap points again. So we have it basically all in one video. And as you see, with the cryo fridges, there's no tables below, it's all built on regular structures. Same for the gem benches. The boxes are very flush, as well as the tech troughs and also the vaults over here. So let's get into it. Yo, before we start though, if you have any questions or if you need help with the builds, join my Discord, the link is in the description, and I think I have an info card at the top right of the screen right now as well. So what you want to do when you have your first floor where we want to walk later, we go back down to our foundation support and we drag it somewhere where we find those new snap points. If you don't know how to create new snap points, go and watch the end of the video, because I'm gonna show it over there again. Just to make it faster, we're gonna just say that we have the snap point already, right? And then we drag the foundation back to our original place over here. We're gonna go up, below the actual floor, and then we're gonna use the usual trick, railing, healing, and then we can pick this up again. And we could destroy the rest over here again. Now from this one, we want to go even further down, because this is not deep enough. If we would place a fridge on top of this now, you see it's too high, right? That's not what we want. So just by the way, to show you, this is the height of the snap point, because there's a lot of different snap points in these things. You want to go with a pretty low one at the first thing. And then as the second one, found it over here. This one is not as deep, but you could also do this one first and then the other one. We can also do two there, but in between those things, just the total of what you go down from the actual floor needs to be just like this one and the other one combined, right? You drag this back over there too, and we're gonna do the same thing again. Add the new flooring. And then we can just put the rest over here. Okay, as you see, we have the very low one over here and the one that is a bit higher over here. And with low and high, I mean the top of that railing is deeper in the ceiling than this one. As you see, the top notch over here ends with this metal bar. Metal bar over here is way higher, it's over there, but our top of the railing is down there. This height though will give us the perfect level for our cryo fridges. We drag them wherever the fuck we want them. 1, 2, 3. And when you have the cryo fridges filled in, you can go and build the ceiling all the way around. Because sometimes if you do, or most of the times if you do the cryo fridges after you have the walking floor around, they will not be snapping down there. They will tell you that it's obstructed, but that's why you want to build the cryo fridges first and then build the floor around it. So, we're just gonna make a gap over here real quick. Next thing is obviously the chem benches. Over here it's a little bit tricky, because what you want to do is you take that thing and you, by the way, you could flip this. Flip it so you walk faster and slower, right? Activate the snapping. And you want to make a little wall over here where you step it against, and then you need to, like, the first second it turns green, you need to place it, right? Because otherwise you can't add the ceiling on the right side later. Like this, you saw that? Exactly when it turns green. And then you should definitely test it if it's working. This time it's working, but I'm telling you, if I try it again, and I'm not doing it right at the same, like at the exact second, like maybe like this, even though it doesn't look big of a difference, I'm telling you, it will not let me snap it over here. Over the thing, as you see, it doesn't work because this one's obstructing it. So this is cryo fridges and gem benches. So normally you could think, yeah, okay, for the daddy boxes we're just gonna take this point, but this one is too low and the other one was also way too low. So I went again out from the original, right, from this one over here, this foundation, and out. We'll take these ones off. Found this step point. This is basically one of the highest that you can get, so it still connects to the thing. I'm gonna drag that over here too. And when we have it over here, we go obviously up again. The ceilings. We go underneath the original ceiling again. And we connect it. This up again. Now we can destroy the rest again. Then we're gonna use the ladder track again. Only use VSAD to move around. LED boxes, K mode. Put it in place, red screen. Go out of K mode, place it, and then we can step the rest of them. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And then we can add the ceiling around it. For the feeding pots, we're going to use the same floor again. The one we have already with those LED boxes. Use the ladder trick again. Feeding troughs. K mode. Lined up perfectly. Don't go too close to the edge over there, because otherwise you will have a gap on the other side. And 3 ceilings perfectly fit 7 feed pods, as you see. You could also make it tighter and put, I think, 5 on 2. Make it a bit tighter, like you go all the way. It's basically already stuck in here. And you could get it over there, but I like it this way better, so it's up to you though. The last thing we are stuck to is basically the vaults, but I'm going to show you something real quick. So we could do it like this, right? Those vaults, they're basically flush and they're flying in the air, as well as those fridges, those regular fridges, right? So to do that though, you would need to do this shit over here, and this is absolutely, it doesn't make fun, and you absolutely don't need it, because it's like too much work for what you can get out of it. Also, if you want to quickly take a look at this, I built a whole crafting station, war room and kitchen. If you want to check those videos out, I will put them into the video description. So instead of doing this over there with those 5 things, what I just showed you, I'm going to use a method I think I found it the first time on a other YouTube channel called Toastblog. He's basically doing the following. He's not snapping the things together, which I don't like, but it's just easier than snapping them together. You go out from your foundation to a place that's a bit further away. You take half a wall up, you go 2 walls out, then you take 2 railings, down, and you take the leather, you go behind, and then you want to place, or freehandly place a wall, not a wall, a foundation, and line it up with those things. With K mode, we check that it's like in place perfectly. We need to go a bit more back, so it's like basically where a normal foundation also would be. K mode again, press for placing. Do not place already. Use your arrow keys and move it up a bit. So it is basically with the top of the foundation where, let's see that, where this edge over here is, this like sloped edge, right? You see it. That's the height that you want. We take this thing again. As you see, this is a bit higher than the original one. I'm gonna drag it over to our structure. And then wherever the bolts are going, you make foundation below. You go to the height that you need it to be. In my case, it's like 1 wall up. So, and I basically created a plateau that can fit 8 walls in a row perfectly. Just showing you, if you do, for example, 3, this doesn't line up with the ceilings on top. It will though, over here as you see, it's again not lining up, right? You do this 8, perfectly lines up, as you see over here. And then you could go further back or do whatever you want. I'm just using 2 right now. So, you see, they're in the ground, they're perfectly flush, and you could also drop other walls on top now for triple stack walls, whatever you like or whatever you need them for, right? That's basically it for the how to build everything flush. I'm just going to show you how to create the snap points real quick. So, What you want to do is normally you start on your foundation. You take these foundations and you place them on the ground, right? As you see, it will, for me, destroy the grass around. You take a quarter wall, you change it to railing, and then you need to measure the height. So this is basically too low. So we need to go to an area where the floor is lower or higher, where it's coming closer to the thing. As you see, now we're getting closer, right? So we want to go higher. And we're going to do it again. This is almost where we want it. Actually, this would be perfect probably for the first snap point for the cryo fridges, but I'm gonna go one closer so you can actually see a bit more. So this is already too high, because if I add a ceiling now, this sticks out. This will not work, because this will not create a snap point that's too high. Now you can take these things and you could measure. As you see, there's like shitloads of different heights over here. There's already 3 that I have over here. There's, I don't know how many between them, but there's a lot of heights between them. But actually this one over there could actually be a good one. What I want to do is take this one, foundation, build this one, you add the ceiling to check the height, so this will definitely stick in there. What you want to do is you take a pillar, add the pillar to the fence foundation, and then it will allow you to add a foundation here. Right, and this is the new height, the new snap point. And it can be connected by ceiling, railing, and it's connected. Now if I add a ceiling over there now, this ceiling basically would be flying, right? Pick it up, pick the pillar up, the ceiling is still flying though, and you see it's the ceiling, right? This is flying. And I can also show you, I'm gonna replace the foundation over here real quick. We go a wall up over here, wall up over here. This is the same height still basically. Do a ceiling, add the railing. Change the time real quick so you can see. Add the railing. And then we can take this away and it's on new snap point. That's how you do it. It's very easy. You need to learn it a bit. Unless that, I hope you find that stuff helpful. And we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.